Control project, we have decided on the title Into the Abyss, and it's basically a horror genre as well. So this is the current mood board that we have chosen. We chose this mood board because it kind of gives like the atmosphere and how we're going to create it. Like we can use lots of forest shots, like going behind trees, making sure that like there's dull lighting and a dark atmosphere as well.
This is our plan for our piece. It's about a girl who gets lost when she's like in a maze, and it's her trying to figure out her way out, but there's like someone following her and she doesn't know who that is, and that gets revealed later on.
So as I said before, the genre we've chosen is horror, and it would show the stereotypical horror components, such as like the dark lighting, the eerie atmosphere, also like the dark ambience noise, and we use some sound stabs when the other person gets revealed as well, and we'll use like the binary opposition of good and bad, so one of the characters is seen as good, the other one is seen as bad, and that will be made pretty obvious by the music as well.
The important moments that we're going to include is in the opening scene. Then we're going to use some like shorter, shorter clips, and they're going to be cutting from back and forth to like create some tension within the audience. And they're also going to be shown as like jump scares again, just to establish the genre and the atmosphere that we want to create.
So the social group that we are going to be representing are the younger people, so mainly teenagers and kind of the age range of like 18 to 25. So we chose this target audience because it wanted to be relatable, like we want the audience to relate to the protagonist as well. And by doing this, we can increase exposure and the audience. And we intend to also use a female lead character, so it can also relate to women and portray them as strong and capable.
And the atmosphere that we want to like create is going to be eerie and like dark, and so like we've taken this into account during our shooting schedule. So we're going to be shooting like in the evenings around kind of like 6 o'clock and onwards, just so that it's really quite like musky and frosty. And then the sound effects also will be taken into account, so when we're putting our piece together and doing the editing, we'll do some more research into that.
So our filming locations are we're using the school sites, so like Newfield down by the boathouse, where there are lots of trees, lots of forest area, where we can film in the dark areas, as this interprets also the horror genre. These filming locations will also help the character feel more isolated, as they'll be the only focus in the scene as well.
Our target audience is going to be like a 15 plus, just because it will include like graphic details, but we still want the like target audience to have a wide like range of people, because I feel like if it's older then there's less audience in total.
And then, so for our inspiration, we found inspiration such as the Maze Runner, as we're also doing a similar idea to the maze. We're kind of like, they're lost in the maze. And I've also found some inspiration from American Horror Story series to give more an eerie feeling, such as like the pilot episodes for the series. And also got a few font and title ideas from the movie Nanny in 2022.
That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Again, any questions?
Is there a reason you chose the 15 plus sort of age category?
Yeah, just because obviously like we want it to include more exciting and more like details that will create tension, which is hard to do without making the age rating a bit higher, but we didn't want to create it have it too high, otherwise there's not as much audience open to the film.
And you mentioned the maze kind of concept. Have you got a maze in mind?
We don't at the moment, but we're thinking of using the trees to kind of help us create the maze idea as well.
Down by the back of Church Lane, there's like a lane down towards the boathouse that we plan on using.
Awesome.